Hi, and welcome to Chronicles of Yarnia, the podcast from Montclair's local yarn store. I'm Jen.
Amanda.
Kathleen.
And we are the team from Yarnia in Montclair. So make sure that you subscribe and click the little notification bell so you can get notifications when the new podcasts are up from Amanda. And you can follow us on Ravelry, Shop Yarnia, Instagram,
Shop Yarnia.
Facebook, Yarnia LLC. There we go. Snapchat, sometimes. And then general on the web at shopyarnia.com.
That's right.
Yeah. Did I get them all?
Yes. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure here.
And Jen, what episode number are we up to?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I have no idea.
11. Right? It is 11. 11. Yeah.
Off. I added one because there was one I wasn't there for, and I was like, oh, no. This is going to be a test every time, isn't it?
No. If we had our little
to
sheet,
see if you
we
watch your own
know.
podcast, Jen.
I totally watch it. I don't pay attention to what number it is. I mean, you do that. Amanda does all of the editing and stuff, so she actually, makes things happen. We just talk. So we're going to dip right in with what's going on around town, and I think the answer is not much, because it's August.
It's a
late August
yeah.
is very quiet in Montclair.
I know. I feel like everybody goes,
it's like the inhale before you dive into school.
Oh, gosh.
And work, too. I mean, because everybody, even at work, is on vacation, so...
Yeah,
everybody's back, that first week of September, and...
It's true. It's true. My husband works in the city, and he says, commuting in the summer is both worse because it's so hot.
Yeah, but it's the best.
But it's so much nicer because
so
everybody's gone.
Yeah.
You really see the difference.
You can drive. I used to work in
driving
Jersey City, and you could drive no problem, get there in 20 minutes.
It's
super
so
easy.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then as soon as school starts...
Hour and a half.
Forget it.
It's true. And school's coming up for us. We start a little bit late, I think, compared to a lot of folks around the country.
I think we start a lot late.
We start a lot late. It's the Thursday after Labor Day for public schools in Montclair.
Mine start Friday after Labor Day.
Yeah.
At our Catholic
But that's
school.
growing up in this area. That's when it started all my life. The idea that people go back to school before Labor Day is horrifying.
This is
to me.
This is the thing about Facebook, is it seeing friends of mine who are down south where I'm like, it's August and hot, and you're starting school August 1st?
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, that's...
But they must have off May and June, right?
Not May, no.
I mean June and July.
Yeah, June.
So,
they
so
get out.
It's more July and August.
Late May, early June. But growing up, I never realized that because you didn't have social media.
Right, exactly.
Because we're old. And we didn't have any of this stuff, so I had no frame of reference.
Yeah.
And I always thought that those Staples commercials for back to school time were way early.
Yeah.
Turns out they're on time for a good chunk of the
For
country.
most people.
Who knew? My frame of reference from watching TV.
Yeah, I guess when I was in high school, in Alabama, school started right after my birthday, which is August 16th. So August 18th, August 19th. So nobody was around the weekend right before school started when my party was. But then I had to go to school. But I never had to go to school on my birthday. But now it's backed up another 2 weeks. I have friends in Georgia, who were going to school August 1st. I was like, that's nuts.
Wow.
You're like, that is
just
crazy.
But,
on
different strokes, right?
Visiting my parents, and we are recording this early. I visited my parents in the future. But it's their first week of school, August 12th or something like that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So all the activities, the water parks, are closed.
Wow.
Because school started.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess that makes sense because a lot of camps are closed in August. I struggled to find camps for the boys in August, and kind of gave up on some of it. But up here, you're like, okay, you still have 4 weeks. So when the camp ends, July 31st, or whatever, wait 30 days.
Well, when Haley was that young, I felt like they always went through mid-August. It was the last 2 weeks. It was
I think a lot of camps do go through at least the first week or first 10 days of August. I don't see how kids in the South go to summer camps.
Yeah,
a lot. I'm
well, they
mostly
probably don't
familiar.
go to ones in the north. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm mostly familiar with music festivals and things that run through
specialty
well
camps,
into August. Yeah.
theater
August,
and music and stuff
like that.
exactly. Interesting. Thank God for the YMCA. That's all I have to say.
That's
that's
right.
That's the camps that are going.
They're the ones that
Yay!
still
Thank you.
August.
Support your YMCA.
Yeah, no
God
breaks.
bless them.
They're great.
God bless them.
Yeah. So the other thing that will have happened by the time this is up, college drop-offs.
Oh, that's right.
And is Beth just flying back this time? Does she still have all her stuff there?
We have that wonderful service where they came and put all of her stuff in boxes in May, and they will deliver it to her dorm in those boxes. Like
Magic.
The first day of move-in, so yeah,
Very
she just has to fly there, and all of her stuff is magically in the place.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's so cool.
And Haley's going.
Yeah.
Bye, Haley.
Yep, up to Montreal, and we'll be back by the time this is up.
Wow.
But
be so
and
different.
Interestingly, she has not bought a whole lot so far. My daughter, the minimalist, and or last minute girl.
That's fun.
That's when you look up where is IKEA in Montreal.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Though
less
honestly,
that you take up.
Honestly, I mean, I need to hit IKEA just to get a bunch of those blue bags. You know,
Oh,
the zipper.
yeah.
I mean, I used to have them, but who knows where they are now. And actually, now they have zippers.
I was going to say, get the ones with the zippers.
The ones I had were just the open top.
You mean the,
those
shopping
giant
bag?
tote
Yeah, the
bags,
big IKEA shopping
giant
bag.
They have zippers now?
Yes.
Okay, so
or they are available with zippers.
Have you not seen some of the indie dyers who are doing trunk shows?
Bring all their
That's
stuff
what they bring
to.
all their stuff in.
Yeah, because it's
which
so
is
big.
brilliant.
It's got handles that are, the right
Yeah.
size to put on your shoulder,
and
you can zip it so stuff doesn't fall out if it falls down or something.
I'm literally going to IKEA just for bags and meatballs.
Oh, yeah, I do love those meatballs. Those
I
are
like
really
the
good.
gravy. I don't like the meatballs.
I love the little ligonberry jam, too.
Oh, me too. And the lingonberry.
Ligonberry.
Ligonberry.
Lingonberry?
I thought it was lingonberry.
Lingonberry?
I have no idea.
I think it's lingonberry.
The red berry
Do
jam.
you know how it's pronounced? Comment
Tell
below
us.
and tell us, because clearly
Lingonberry
we
or
have no
ligonberry?
clue.
No.
I like the drink. The
Yes,
lingonberry,
yes,
ligonberry,
that's good.
the
Yeah.
pink drink.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there in ages.
I know.
So
I
actually,
go.
whoever goes first, if I'm going, I'll let you guys know, and I'll
Yeah.
pick stuff up, and vice versa, because
Sounds good.
I have so many things. I did convince Haley this morning. I'm like, towels. We can get towels.
Oh, yeah.
IKEA towels are actually fantastic.
Are they good?
You know what? I like Target towels
like
though,
them.
and they have really cute designs, and then they're not the same as everybody else's, so it's easy to know which ones
Yeah.
are yours. So,
For
we'll see.
the boys' room, I got them cute pattern towels from IKEA because they were like $4 and they were
Wow.
100% cotton. And I'm like,
And they're good and absorbent?
They're good. They're thin, but they're good and absorbent. But they also destroy everything they touch.
They
so
pack flat?
It's fine. Yes,
Like down?
they pack thin, really thin,
That's
and they
good.
have a really cute Swedish folky pattern,
that
IKEA
sounds
pattern. It has an IKEA pattern on it in multicolors.
Nice.
It's really cute and really bright. My other favorite towels are LL Bean, the textured cotton towels. Those are fantastic, absorbent, and they pack flat, and you can get them in sets.
That's nice.
I have opinions on linens. I have a lot of opinions on linens.
I actually like Target towels. They're the ones that they're store brand, but they're a nice size, good size bath towel. You can get, matching different sets, and also you can get solids that go with the prints.
Oh,
So
nice.
what we do in my
how
house
cute.
now, everyone has 2 of the same print, so no one takes my towel.
Oh, that's smart. Because right now, again, even though my children have their own super cute, colorful IKEA towels, they still steal my nice LL Bean towels
I know that.
and destroy it.
My kids have whatever towel I'm using any day has definitely been used by a kid. Hopefully a clean kid.
I mean, your odds are
I
the
just
number
get-
of kids in your house. The odds are it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Oh.
I just get white towels from Parachute, and that's it.
And
I
then
just
you're
get them
done.
12 of them every
so
6
often.
years or so, and that's what it is.
Every so often, I entertain the idea, and it's usually after reading Mason Dixon knitting. They have they've always had in their books and stuff knit a linen hand towel, and I was like, what a good idea, until I realized my house, and I'm like, this is a lovely idea for people who do not have children, boys,
Yes.
who seem to use towels as a method of washing their hands, wiping it on the towel instead of using water and soap.
And then drying with it.
And then drying with it. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that. My boys are still little.
Your boys are little. They're cute. Maybe they won't do it.
My girls are gross. They're big.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, kids can be slob of any
Kids
gender.
in general are just.
If you have girls, teenage girls, use some makeup on all of your towels.
Oh yeah, that's why
nail
hotels.
polish, whatever.
The nail polish remover spill. Those are always fun. Those bleach things out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not if you have white towels to start with.
There you go. We're all good. So
All
clearly that was our rambling diversion. What's going on around town? A discussion of linens.
Yes.
That's what's going on.
That's how we our families.
If you want to know my opinions on sheets, feel free to ask. I have many
I
opinions
could use your
on
opinions on sheets. 'Cause I
Linen,
don't like
they're the
mine.
best.
Wow.
They're my favorite. I have
We'll say
opinions
that.
on what
Tune
brands
in next
too.
time.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly.
Tune in next time and I'll tell you exactly what I think everyone ought to buy.
Sounds good.
I don't care if you do or not.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on.
Moving on
to finish objects.
to finish objects. I think I have nothing. I think I did that burst of energy and finished a whole bunch of stuff. Although actually I do have a shop sample that I totally spaced
you?
on.
Is it here?
Here in the store.
Oh yeah.
So Amanda's gonna do her magic like Wayne's World
Wee,
wiggly
wee,
wiggly.
wee, wee,
Okay, so
Magically.
I finished up one of the new yarns that we have coming in is from Feederbrook Farms, and it's their Entropy DK and Contrast DK. And so I worked up a shift
That's so nice.
Cow-
cowl,
gorgeous.
the shift
That's so
cowl,
pretty.
This is so
in the Feederbrook, which is so pretty. And Amanda picked the colors because I had like some crisis of like, I don't know what colors to pick when we were looking at the yarns.
I like it.
So it's 3 colors. There's one. Feederbrook Farms has 2 colors plied together in a 2-ply yarn. So the main color that I used had 2, like it went
2
from
colored
like,
plies.
2
So you've got,
colored
like,
plies.
this
Purple,
one fades,
green,
like these plies fade
blue.
from what, like purple to blue to green to yellow.
Yes.
Aquas. Yeah.
Aqua's in there, and then the second color
it feels
was
so
the
nice.
was similar colors: purples, greens, aquas, blues, plied with white, and the third color were the same colors plied
It's
with
down here.
black. So there's a lot of contrast, but there's also a lot of blending, and I
of
feel
contrast.
like
Yeah,
Speckled
I really like it.
This is a great idea because I know when we've talked about the Nightshift, which I made with the Noro, like people are like, what colors go well
color,
together,
and you can
right?
Freeze it up.
This
have
is
fun.
a great idea because they all coordinate.
Yeah.
So you know, like whatever your finished product is.
You know your general palette. You know.
Yes, it's going to
gonna have
coordinate.
tones of
There's no
purple,
clashing
yellow.
ever
Yeah.
because
There's
they're
no-
made to go together.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
That's really
Well,
fun.
and I think that Feederbrook especially, when we have it in the store, I think we will be able to see, like, you could honestly close your eyes and pull 3 skeins off the shelf at random, and it would
They coordinate.
Most
work
likely
up
work.
into an
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous cowl. And it's knit flat, seamed at the back, and then ignore the little tag because that just tells.
It
what
actually
it's
would look
gonna
cute
be.
with your black dress. I like
I
that.
know.
Yeah,
very
look
nice.
at that. Ta-da!
Perfect.
It goes well with black, which is
It goes
perfect
well with
for
black,
our.
and look, you can like style it all cute. I think it's cute.
That's
I
a
can't
great
quite-
shape
like
too
it.
for like when you're wearing a coat because that's like
yeah,
yeah.
that's your yeah.
Because you can totally be like, oh, hi, I'm freezing. I'm
Yes.
gonna have this drape in the front, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And it
a
worked
great
up
shape.
super cute. The Feederbrook is nice and soft.
It
It's
is
It
like
feels great. It really feels nice.
a little rustic. I really loved working with it. I think it's fantastic. And this is going to be just in time for any last minute class folks who want to take our
Yes.
night shift and shift class
Perfect.
with our instructor Evelyn on Saturdays. Check it out because this is fantastic. And what you can also do is you can use a skein from the store for the background for one of the colors, and maybe bring in some scraps and incorporate some of those in.
Ooh, yeah. That's
So you can really stash bust
And that's a
as
DK,
well.
right?
This
That's
is a
it.
DK.
Mhm.
And I believe the cowl is written for sport to DK.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though, I think sizing wise, you could
just continue it, right?
You could just continue it and do a lot. And I think the shawl is probably a little bit more flexible in the sizing because you just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
This
Oh, the
one it has
Nightshift?
like a little bit of like the corners cut off to make a nice.
Right. Night shift, you could do any size, any weight, and just keep going.
keep
So
going.
long as your
Doing
needle
it,
size
yeah.
is appropriate and makes a fabric that you like.
What could be really fun, especially for this, is like if you had say you were doing it in a DK weight, but you had a bunch of fingering, you could just hold 2 fingerings together, kind of marl it a little bit for a contrast. That would be super fun.
Very fun.
I love it.
Love it.
So we'll see how long I wear this for until I get hot.
I'm proud of you that you still got it on, Jen.
I got it on. There we go.
It is a little warm in here. We made sure the air was off so you could hear us this time.
Right. But I'm not.
We learned from our
Hearing
mistakes.
is good.
Yeah.
Hearing
There
is
we
good.
go.
Still, we'll make new ones.
Totally.
Of course we will.
But it'll be fun. So what do you guys have finished object-wise? I see at least one on.
Yes. I'll jump in.
These were both works in progress last time.
Yeah, they
cool.
were.
So this is the Mitered Nova by
I love
Piper
this
Nell,
shawl.
Shanel Wu.
This is beautiful.
Not blocked yet. Finished this morning. Truly hot off the needles.
It's gorgeous.
one is
I'm
so
really
good.
happy with this. Had been in my queue for
Love
so
this.
long, so I'm gonna be happy to block it. This was actually
So
1.5 skeins of Socknado.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can see that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
actually had to switch up. Wait, where does it end? It ends here?
It ends
Yeah, this
there.
is the ending.
I think I had to. I shortened this part on mine and then did the lace in this until I ran out and then did the end and that.
In the rest.
Yeah. I used this was so it's Socknado and the La Bien-Aimée that you grabbed for us
So
at Indiana
pretty.
Tangle
That's
last
the
year.
lace.
That
The
goes so
Kingston
nicely.
color. I love it. I was so happy to find something that worked so well with it and highlights all those fun little splashes of color in it.
This is such a fun project.
But
'cause,
I
like,
have I have more than a couple of yards, but I have
Not
3 grams left or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So I was really proud of myself. I wanted to use up all
That's
that gorgeous yarn.
it eats up
Good.
every
Able to do
bit of 2 skeins.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
really,
and
stunning.
definitely more. I mean, it's
Well,
it's
yeah.
really
like I said, I
yeah,
mixed
and
mine
it-
around.
Well, and as Shanel mentions in the pattern, it's easy to adjust. You can definitely, like this was 10 repeats of the lace. If I had really been running short on this, I would have been 7
Mine was
repeats of the
definitely
lace or
less,
whatever.
yeah.
So, but I knew we had more skeins of this, and that's why I went ahead and used it. So,
Yeah.
I love mine,
And-
which I gifted.
yeah, that's
So-
right. I remember you gave it away.
I don't
But
know.
also, I love it. Actually, I don't know, in this light, it doesn't look like it matches as perfectly, but at home, this was like such a great match with this
I
top.
think it totally coordinates.
Yeah.
I was saying,
Yeah.
I was like, you're so coordinated today.
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny because
Very stylish.
when I was working on this, I'm like, I like it. What am I going to wear it with? And then I was going through my 3/4 sleeve tops, and I'm like,
Perfect.
perfect thing. And this,
Yeah, no, this looks
this is
great.
kind of random. This is not a color that I normally would get, but
But it works.
yeah, I like it.
It works
I'm
and it
happy
looks
with it.
I love this
fantastic.
lace too.
I love
Yeah,
this pattern.
the lace was fun. It was good.
Chanel, awesome. Awesome job, Chanel.
Great job, Jill. Definitely.
Now we've all knit it.
We've
We
all
have,
made it.
we
Yay!
have. Yeah, so.
I love it.
All right. So that's
I'm gonna
actually that's my
squish
only
it
finished
ever so
object that I
often.
brought with me today.
Yep.
So, and how about you, Amanda?
I brought one because this is actually ties into our new in store stuff. This is
Yes.
Yeah, this is the Rainy Day shawl by
Is this by Rachy?
Rachy.
Newin.
Yeah,
Yay,
Rachy Newin.
Rachy!
Right, this is
Rachy.
my second
Sorry.
crochet pattern project ever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Ever.
a little while ago.
Yeah.
I
So this
love it.
this Rainy Day shawl, it starts in the middle and you just sort of crochet out. It's
So
a
pretty.
pattern that I learned stuff definitely with this pattern. Like how to read patterns, which I had never done before.
Crochet patterns.
Crochet patterns, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
And I used the yarn that was recommended for this pattern, which we had
I'm looking forward to it.
we had at a trunk show over a year ago. Apple Tree Knits. This is her Luxe fingering base, which is merino and silk.
It's so nice.
It
It
is
feels so
some of
great.
the- it's some of the
Sorry,
best-
distracted by this
This was
colorway.
the original colorway
Oh,
that the
spicy.
pattern was designed in,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I
Mhm.
which is the
love
Rainy
this
Days
colorway.
color.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's gray to aqua. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can see. Amanda will take a picture.
Yeah.
It'll be better. And then
Mine was this one,
yes,
Mhm.
Dawn Till Dusk.
dawn till
Mhm.
dusk.
Yeah.
That's
So pretty.
So yeah, the pattern's designed to use every bit of a jumbo skein. I
which
think
are
that's these two.
750 yards of
Yeah.
fingering.
Yes,
Fingering.
It's fingering.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit more about
Yeah,
these two
we
that
have, yeah, the size that we have in this is the regular size, like 500 yards. But you can easily go, if you get two and want to make like this size, you could go gradient out in the back end.
Oh,
Dark
I
to light to
love
dark.
that.
Yep.
Or vice versa.
Yep.
Light to dark, dark to light.
So anyway, we're going to talk more about apple tree because we just got
Show
a big
you
shipment.
all.
I haven't had this in the store at all because we haven't had the yarn in.
Mm-hmm.
Because Liz was on maternity leave for a year. Good for her. Yeah,
Yep.
she has the cute
Congrats.
But now she's back and she's dying, and we placed a big order, so we've got it in the store.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
We'll talk more about
that in like 5 minutes or longer, depending on
I
how
have
chatty we
2
are.
works
We're
in
pretty
progress.
chatty. So yeah, go for works in progress.
Oh wow. Okay. Well then, there you go.
Did you bring anything, Jen? Or do you want to just talk during?
I can talk quickly about my work in progress while Amanda's digging hers out because I don't actually have. I mean, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do, and like an
I
idiot.
feel that way too. I'm like, especially when I was coming here today, I'm like, what am I going to bring with me?
What am I going to do? What am I going to start? What am I going to do? And then
what am I going to finish?
What am I going to finish? Then I get distracted by things like our Soldotna knit along, which yes, I have already done a Soldotna, and we are doing.
But they're so potato chippy.
But they're so addictive, and I'm totally
Stay tuned for my Soldotna.
I need to do.
And mine.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I already made one. We are doing a Soldotna Rhinebeck knit along that has all kinds of fun prizes. So check out the Ravelry thread, which we'll link to below. What's our due date for
October 20th, which is the
20th.
Sunday of Rhinebeck.
Yes,
Or
and
New York Sheep and Wool Festival.
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna try to do a meetup on the Saturday of Rhinebeck.
2 p.m. we said, right?
2 p.m.
Yep.
by the Apple Cider Donut.
Nope, Maple.
The maple.
Keep going up.
Maple
the
kiosk.
Keep going up.
Right
by,
at the top of the hill.
Yes.
by the
It's a very-
maple sugar, so like
Yeah.
50 feet
Yeah,
higher.
it's a little
And
less
those little-
popular than the apple cider, and I love the maple stand.
And
Anyhow.
also there are
Maple
tables
stand
right
is
there.
really
There's a
good.
little
Yeah,
group of tables
exactly.
Yeah,
right there,
that's
so
true.
you can go hang out, get
totally
some.
do.
There's a
The
little more
maple
space.
cotton candy is like one of my
The
favorite
best,
things.
Oh my god,
right?
it's so good.
I have always
So
been a cotton candy freak since birth, and like
So
the first
good.
time I had the maple cotton candy, it was like 2 of my favorite things in one.
to die
It's
for.
so
So
good.
And it's a good thing I can only get it once a year.
Yeah, no, it totally is.
Right?
I brought
Totally.
home an extra thing last year, and then both of my children were like, "Where's?"
Oh, mommy, what's that?
Like they were like, "Oh, you bought wool," and I'm like, "That's not wool." I'm like, "I did, but that's not wool." And I was like, "Taste it," and then they were both like, oh, "Can I have the whole
magical.
thing?" And I was like, "No, because you're gonna throw up in the car. Like, let's slow our roll here."
So good.
So
Yes,
we are
so we
going
will
to be
do-
doing.
We're moving
Rhinebeck.
the love up the hill.
Yeah,
Moving the love
why
up the
not?
hill
Why
a little
not?
bit, so it won't be quite so jam packed. So start your Soldotnas. I finished mine in a week, and I am looking to make a second one. And I have a whole bunch of
Oh my
leftover DK from the last Soldotna, from previous sweaters,
Your
and
Camaro, right?
my
I'm sure you probably
Camaro.
have some, yeah.
So a lot of what I'm holding here, my big balls of leftover yarn.
Jen, your big balls.
Of yarn. Well, and I pulled some fingering. So this is some Bala Hoya that I made my the Hohi Locatelli gradient wrap. What's the name that it is?
Oh, Fading Point.
Fading Point.
Yes.
Durr.
I have this.
Oh, I
Fading
have this.
Point.
I have some extra of this too. If you
So
need
I was like, maybe I'll just
I probably have
do,
some La Jolla too if you want.
instead of 4 colors, maybe I'll just do each color
Just kind of,
band 2
like-
different colors and like
It'd be psychedelic.
hold some fingering weight
Uh-huh.
together. And I think it'll be a little bit, Amanda's going to beat me out for this, a little bit, but I think it'll be super fun.
You know, it would be cool too, and I
it
don't know,
gonna
you
be
may
too
already
neon?
be thinking. I think it would be fun if you did like either chose like light to dark or something like that, and like kind of had it be like its own little gradient within,
Like a gradient within it.
That would
So
be
start
kinda
with light
cool.
colors and then go to dark colors.
or vice versa.
Yeah.
Either one.
Because I feel like I have a lot to play with.
And
when
I think
it
that would
comes-
give it some unity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think it would give it like a rationale for. You know,
Yeah.
That sounds really fun.
I kind of like that. I think I need to think about this. So we'll see if I actually.
Well,
get
this
my
is
act
half the
together.
fun, right?
Let's
This
go on
This is
with
half
what-
the fun.
Yeah.
More logic.
Right. And then I also have these two, and like gray. So I need
love
to figure out
that
like
dark
the.
blue. Oh, that's
I love
so
this
beautiful.
too. And that's
Yeah.
Matash. I don't remember what color.
Oh, and it looks like a knitted width that we had the DK.
It
I don't know
does.
if we still have that color.
This is a knitted with DK. This is
Yeah,
the
it
gray
is.
wolf.
That's the gray wolf, right?
I don't
Yeah.
remember what color this is.
Looks like esoteric.
Maybe it is esoteric.
Mhm.
It could be
Could
esoteric.
be.
That's a
Yeah.
discontinued color.
Uh-oh.
Esoteric
So
is.
sad. Yeah, it's so crazy.
I
Maybe
did
I
a
should
shade.
use it.
I loved it.
So
Color.
I need to think about what color I'm going to make the body.
Cool.
But we'll see. We'll see how long it takes for me to... It's going to take me longer to think about it, I think, and make decisions, because it always takes me longer to make decisions than it will to make the dang thing.
Yeah.
So.
Because making a Soldotna takes like 2 seconds, apparently.
I can show you my colors for my Soldotna.
Yeah, let's see your colors.
Because I probably will cast it on later today if I treat myself well. If I have time, I will do it later.
Oh, I love your colors.
So I am doing. I'm very into the grays and golds and all sorts of things. So I am doing this as my darkest color.
Ooh. That's like the collar.
That'll be the.
That's the collar in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And then the next one actually is this multi, which also. This is Mad Tosh matcha, the matcha colorway.
I love the matcha.
So it's got grays and a little bit of gold in it, and a little bit of green. It's like a little bit of celadon green.
Yeah.
So
it's like matcha
it has
tea.
a little bit.
That's
exactly.
what Beth did her
campsite. Yeah, I know.
It's so
and I love
pretty.
that. It looks so pretty in that.
Good.
And then gold, because I love gold. So that kind of pulls those together. And then as the lightest color, just to give some contrast, green.
Nice.
So these three are Scout, Kelborn Wool and Scout.
Love it.
And that's the Mad Tosh. And all the yarn is in my queued bin right now, except for what's here.
You're so good to have a queued bin. I need that.
It's a good, and now that I remember that it exists, it's a lifesaver.
Now I remember where to look and what to put in it.
So I'm really excited to start this, and I am
Nice.
going to follow some of your mods from your Ravelry page.
Yeah, I don't love a high neck.
I don't love a high neck either. It's funny because I'm always cold. I do wear turtlenecks.
Yeah.
I still don't like sweaters right around my neck.
It's too close up.
I like to have a little space.
It was really easy to modify the neck down, and I did it kind of the way I did the Love Note sweater, which is actually how the Love Note sweater called for, which is a provisional cast on. But now that I know what I ended up with when I worked back up, I think when I start mine, I'm gonna just cast on that number of stitches.
I think I may just measure and estimate what a good starting point is, and then just not do the increases I need to get to that. Yeah. And still raise the back of the neck a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, for my Soldotna.
Yay. It's a Soldotna day.
It is a Soldotna day. I think it's going to be a Soldotna, whole
Soldotna
fall.
day for a while.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
But, yeah, I couldn't not. So, actually...
Why would you want to not?
Why would you not want to? Why wouldn't you make one, Amanda? That's one of us.
That's right. That was kind of, there was just so much Soldotna happiness going on.
Peer pressure is strong in this store.
It's real.
So,
it is real.
I was on a trip, actually, for work, and I took a project with me that I thought, I'll have plenty of time to do this, I'll have plenty of time to do this project, blah, blah, blah. I had 2 flights down to Dallas, and then I was connecting, and then you can get direct flights from Newark to Dallas, but I drove to Philly because my kid's in camp and I wanted to see her concert. So I went back to Philly, and then it was right there because her camp's near there. So that's why I had a connection. So I was going from Philly. Long story, you don't care. But that means I had 2 flights to knit on.
And waiting to get on the flight and all of that, exactly.
And then, the
and
airport
then
time.
More knitting time.
We were doing research, so I had 6 hours of time when we were doing research to continue knitting. And I took 3 skeins of worsted. I'll show you that project next. Pretty much like the body color and the contrast. And I ran out of my body color.
Oh no, oh wow.
So I had brought a backup project, which was my Soldotna. Still in skeins. I just took 4 skeins of the Rowan felted tweed, which is here. I took 4 skeins of that and the needle tips, and I was like, well, if I have enough time to cast on, I'll cast on. Yeah, I finished half the charts.
It goes so fast.
Because I cast it on Friday on the first flight, and then I knit the whole second flight on it. Yeah, so 3 hours, and I was halfway through.
And it's hard to put down because you get
yeah,
you're I finished this chart.
Color work is like
the next
that.
One.
You just want to kind of keep it developing.
Yeah.
And then I came home,
so
and my
pretty.
daughter, my oldest, was home, and I hadn't seen her in a while just because she was working and I was working and whatever. And so after I worked on Sunday in the morning, then we chilled and watched Doctor Who all day.
Aw, fun.
Aww.
And then I finished the rest of the color work on the Soldotna.
Yeah.
So wait, hold it up.
I have 2.5 rows left on this. Yeah.
Oh,
But-
so pretty. I love the purple and the green.
That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite color combos.
It's
My
really great.
room in college was mostly those colors.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So I start with, I don't even know the names of these colors, but it's the dark purple, and then sort of like a creamy and then
Gray.
like I think
This
is
is
Lotus.
like a light gray, right?
It's yeah. Like this is the light gray, and this is gonna be the body color after the color.
Right
And you're gonna do the flea stitch.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
So the flea stitch will be in the pink,
which will be beautiful with that. It really will. Yeah.
It'll be the pink and the green.
The pink and the green are the fleas, and then the purple is the main contrast. But
and actually, that was one reason I chose to do a multi for my body, because I don't want to do the flea stitches. Because I felt like it would be too hot.
I didn't.
I don't mind the heat. I'm just sort of annoyed that I have to color work.
That's the other thing too. It'll be faster.
2/3 of the rows.
Yeah.
The body.
Yeah.
But I really
It'll
like
go
the,
quick. I
like the effect.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I love the effect. It's really pretty. If I make a second one, I'll probably do.
I actually used. It's my tubular cast on.
Nice.
Wonkiness.
No, but you'll get rid of the wonkiness when you weave the tail, and that's what the tail is for.
There, but it doesn't go to anywhere. It's a drop stitch to nowhere.
If it's the tubular, it might be.
It is. There's a drop stitch.
Oh no.
But it's a drop stitch to nowhere, so it doesn't actually. It's not going to come out. It's just a purl like on the tubular.
So you'll just zip it up and then run the tail
Attach it
through, and then weave the little bugger.
It's running up to the top of the cast on.
There we go.
Oops.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll
See,
fix
mistakes
that.
happen.
Yeah.
They do.
All the time.
All the time.
I linked to the person in my notes whose neck mods I used. So on Ravelry on my project, I cast on a different number and then didn't do the first decrease, and she had the little chart mods to not do the first decrease. So that's linked in my Ravelry project.
Increase, right?
Yes, the first increase. Yeah, she redid the charts to the first.
To accommodate
basically, it's
stitches.
like 4 purple between each 1 gray or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
4
helped.
background between.
For me, who I'm not like this. I started doing color work like this last December, right? So I don't have like a ton of experience modifying. It was helpful to have somebody who did it before, and I just copied their mods.
Well, and that's also a really good suggestion anytime you're starting any new pattern, is to look and see what other people have done.
Always.
And then read their notes and look at their pictures if they have them, because if you like the way something looks, you can see what they did. And if you don't like the way something looks, you can see what they did.
when people make notes. I mean, that is one of the things.
When people make notes. Yeah.
That's what and also we encourage everyone to make notes on their projects, because like to me that's one of the reasons that Ravelry works so well, is that you can do sometimes if somebody's got full notes, that's fabulous. It's so much helpful information. And I try to, kind of pay back the community by doing that too, to continue to have other people
I try
find
to put
something and
as much note in that I think will be helpful.
Exactly. And sometimes I just throw in notes just like for myself. It's like, oh, okay, the reason you didn't work on this was you did another sweater in between or something, which no one else cares about. But
because I forgot it existed.
It doesn't actually take 3 years from the cast on.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really take that long.
Right.
And I kind of do a mix. Like I will go through. A lot of times I'll make notes on a paper pattern, or I'll make notes in my notebook, and then
transfer some of them.
Ideally
that tends
transfer.
to be what I do as well. I don't always make the notes as I go along, but
the problem with that is when you finish and forget to transfer your notes.
Yeah.
And especially for something that you're going to make again, or like I make a lot of hats for Jonathan, and I'm really bad about, and I just kind of wing it. Like the hats, but there's a set usage, there's a set number and a set height that he likes and whatever, and it took me probably 3 years before I was like, I should write this down in Ravelry,
so I don't have to guess every time,
because I'm taking a hat and I'm counting the rib, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
Just record it.
I'm an idiot. I should just write it down like a normal person. But yeah, my notes are sometimes a little bit stream of consciousness, or as Kathleen noted, sometimes they're voice dictated, so they're phonetically correct,
hilarious,
and they make zero sense. If you're reading them, you're like, what in the world?
Well, I figured out
does
most
this
of it,
mean?
but there was one sentence that was like,
I looked at it again and I was like,
voice dictation notes to each other,
and it was my Soldotna, and I was like, yeah, this doesn't, no. What? Oh, this is what I was saying.
Oh, because I knew I wanted to do something similar that you did with the neck. So I'm like, oh yeah, she's got to be there. Let me go look.
I do. And one of the ways that I found and decided what I wanted to do is by looking in other people's projects. Yeah. And you can search through people's projects too. So you can search for specific things. So if you want to talk about the armhole,
I searched for neck.
Armhole, and you search for neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And there's a lot of neck mods, so it's really easy to do.
Yeah, they're definitely, like, as you look at the pictures, there's such a wide variety of things people have done with the neck. Yeah.
Which is so handy. It's handy when something has a lot
go ahead
of
and why reinvent the wheel? At least start with what somebody else did and see if that works for you.
There you go. And then I usually try to link to it in my Ravelry notes, or at least the username of the person.
That's what it's linked to the username, and then you can go find her.
Yeah. Yep. So you have something else on the needle.
I do. I have the sweater that I ran out of the body color on.
Yeah, let's see.
Yay! So yeah, and I've made a little bit more progress. So the body is done now, and I'll.
Oh, I love it.
It's really pretty. That's
beautiful.
a new color?
Yes, this is a new color of the Mrs. Crosby.
Steamer trunk.
Steamer trunk.
Love the steamer trunk.
Which will be in.
And I'm making. I had just started this at our last podcast, and now I'm like almost done.
They're both new colors, right? The red and
the red is Tango, and the other one is
squishy,
illegible on the sample skein that I have.
Oh no!
And you know what? I meant to actually look it up in our notes from when we went to TNNA, and I forgot completely.
So
we'll
maybe I'll put the color name.
In.
I'll put the color name down there. I'll look it up.
When it comes
I'll
in,
put the color name down
you'll
there.
see it.
So this is a shop sample, but this is Andi Satterlund's A Cropped Sweater for Winter. And
it's really cute.
It's
super cute.
Contiguous, which means that you cast on and knit, and you never, nothing is seamed, but you have set-in sleeves. You cast on and knit the back down to here, and then you pick up stitches here, and you knit to where the neckline dip is, and then you pick up stitches here, and you knit to here, cast on stitches, knit back and forth until the armholes, then you knit in the round all the way down to here. And there's like 2 rows of color work to make a little scallop, and then this is a ribbed end. Cute. And I can try it on for you if you want to see my work in progress.
I want to see your work in progress.
All right. Ta-da!
Super cute. Really nice fit.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Really nice fit.
Yep.
This was fast because it's in worsted. So I cast this on Tuesday, and I ran out. I ran out. Well, I have like maybe 10 yards left, right? Which is not enough to like even start the sleeve. So I had to come home and wind up another skein. But I was able to get to here, 10 yards left, and finish the body while I was there. And then I picked up for the neckline. But this would be like super cute in so many yarns. I'm just like,
oh, in everything,
right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
There's
I
tons
love
of
the
examples.
speckle with the semi-solid though. I think that's a really
I know.
nice
I
combo
love
you
the
picked.
tipped colors and is it short sleeve or long sleeve? I can't remember.
It's like bracelet length. So it comes to like
I
here.
love bracelet length.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
my favorite length.
these are picked up, and you knit short rows back and forth, so it looks like a cap sleeve.
A sleeve cap.
Yep. But
it's my favorite way to
I'm gonna
set
have
in
to
sleeves.
Yeah, it's nice. I've never done it this way before.
I love it.
I made a little boo-boo. I'm gonna have to go back because I didn't count my stitches. I didn't quite get the construction when I was starting this.
But now you will.
Cap, but now I understand it.
Now
that I'm 8 rows in. But what I did was I didn't count between this stitch marker and that stitch marker. So essentially you go back and forth, broadening the sleeve until you get down to both stitch markers at the same time.
Yep.
So that means you should start at the center.
Mm-hmm. You start at the center top, and basically you work a third down and then to the center top and then a third down, and then you go 1 stitch forward each time until you've eaten up about 2/3 total of the stitches, so you only have the 1/3 underarm.
This underpart.
Then you go all the way around, and then you have essentially formed your sleeve cap.
Yep.
Now, the one thing I will suggest, and I don't know if they have it in the pattern, when you do your short rows, this is the one place where I would say do a wrap and... No, Amanda's half crouching. This is one place where I suggest doing a wrap and turn, because I normally don't favor a wrap and turn. I normally favor German short rows, unless it's garter stitch, or in this case, but you do a wrap and turn when you do it, and then when you go around and you work all the way around, don't pick up your wraps, because it makes a very tidy, nice little line that's like a seam.
Oh, interesting.
It's a really nice detail, and
Okay,
it'll also keep
cool.
you from, if you've picked up too loose or too tight, it'll keep you from doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a little chit chat about this. So my problem is I didn't get like centering it on the middle, and mine is centered like here right now, so it's growing out of my back, my sleeve cap.
So you have a little like,
Yeah.
it's not even a hunch back; it's a hunch arm.
Yes.
Hunch shoulder. The thing.
So,
Well, at least you figured it out before you were too far.
yeah.
And also, it's like
I mean, you sort of figure out your mistake while you're knitting it because you're
like,
like going to get to
marker.
this. You're going to get to this marker like way faster than the marker in the back, and you're like, wait a minute.
like this is all a little cattywampus.
So yeah.
But the nice thing about it's picked up stitches, so like to rip it out, you're not gonna.
There's nothing.
You don't have
Right.
any live stitches that you're gonna lose.
No.
You're
Right,
just
exactly.
gonna yank your
Take
needle out.
I'm going to yank it
Start
out,
over.
and
Rip
then
it out.
we might have a chit chat about how to pick up these stitches better because I'm not super happy with how.
Yeah, I
little
see
bit
what you
loose
mean.
there.
You didn't go full stitch in.
Maybe so.
That's the other thing. When you pick up stitches, guys, go make sure you have 2 strands that you're picking up into. You're not picking up 1 thread, ever. You're always picking up 2, because if you pick up 2, it won't look thready.
We'll have a chit chat.
We'll have a chit chat. Oh.
Yeah,
Sure.
I was picking up the ladder between the same way that you would do a like a
pick
mattress stitch.
So there's pick up and knit, and there's picking up stitches. So pick up and knit, you go into
Right.
the space between, like if these are the ladders, this is not really a good thing. These are, and I'm not like flashing signs or anything like that.
I might.
If these are the
draw a
ladders, you
picture.
dive your needle in, and then you pull up the yarn.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see if we should.
Maybe she'll record.
Yeah.
I'll show you if you pull it
Yeah,
out.
maybe do
I
a
can
little
I can
demo
do
or
a demo
something.
and you can
Yeah.
record me doing it, or I can record you doing it. But really, I'm not gonna.
No, I'll
I'm not
record
good
you
at the
doing
camera,
it. That
'cause
is
I'll break her
that
camera.
is a good use of both of our stronger skills.
Yes. Mine is not photography or video taking.
Mine is
for that
clearly
matter.
not picking up stitches.
Yet.
Yes.
She'll do it.
You'll get them.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So
So
that's all good.
I've got one more work in progress,
What
or
does
it's a swatch at this point, but it will be a whip later today.
Nice.
And it is a little sweater called Imogen,
Oh, cute.
and it is.
Who's it by? It's by
I don't know, we have
Suzie
to-
Sparkles.
Suzie Sparkles.
Suzie Sparkles.
So this is a sweater that a customer was making 2 of them for her nieces, or her nieces or grandnieces or somebody, and
A wee family member.
yes, a very wee family member. So
Or 2 wee family members.
So I'm helping with one.
That's good. Well, it's deadline knitting, and sometimes
It's super deadline knitting, and
and I
she's
think
had a lot of stress, and we'll
Yeah.
you know.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that's-
Don't ever be afraid to ask for help. I mean, this is
Yeah.
why you have your
You
like
never
tribe
get
of
help.
people.
You never get help you don't ask for.
Did you see
Yes,
my
yes.
comment on the on Leslie's post? Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
you know your yarn is your friend and your knitting tribe.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
exactly we
I
all do
mean-
help each other out. So
Exactly.
but it's kind of fun because I've been wanting to use the LRA Denim DK.
How do you
so
like
I'm getting
it?
to use. I like it so far.
Right, it's a
I
nice
do.
cotton.
I do. Yeah, it is.
We had a couple
So.
of students use the do that for the campside cardi in
Yeah.
the campside cardi class, and I
bet they're
loved
gorgeous. Yeah, I
how
wish
it
I'd
worked
gotten to see
out.
those. I
It
just
was
haven't been around on
really
some days.
pretty. Amanda's
Yeah.
like reading through this.
I am
Entire
reading through it.
Yeah, I'm not I helped her
Short sleeves?
yesterday with hers. We're changing some
Oh,
things.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Tweaking it a little
No,
bit.
it was
tweaking
something-
it. Always tweak it.
I didn't understand how the pattern was constructed, and I saw
Yeah, you
Debbie
start at the
knitting
back
it
and
this
then-
morning.
Uh-huh.
She's working on the seed stitch trim, and I was
Yeah.
like, "How does this end?"
You're
So-
like, how does this work?
Now it totally makes sense. I get
Yeah.
it. Okay.
It's a
Sometimes
little
once you
bit
see the
of an
pattern.
unusual construction, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But I
that,
think it'll
mostly
be
gonna
cute.
go with it. It's really cute. It's very adorable. I
It-
love a little
and
bolero
this-
on a girl. A
this
little
is
girl.
the
Right.
you said I was not paying attention. I was reading
the
LRA
LRA denim
the
DK.
denim DK, and it looked so good.
It looks great.
Yeah.
The
And they're
fabric
wearing
is
little white
fantastic.
dresses.
Yeah.
And yeah, the
Aw.
nice pale blue is gonna be
They're
great
gonna look
with
so
it.
cute.
Yes, and it has a little bit of a sheen.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
gonna
it.
be super.
It's got
So
a nice
awesome.
drape to it
I'm
too.
auditioning it for a sweater for me that I still
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
The other thing I was gonna
How
do
much
this
more of
summer
that do we have?
Not tons. Not
No.
tons, so
No,
we'll see.
so hurry up.
Yeah. And especially by the time this is live.
Yeah.
we'll
I
probably have
know.
less.
I mean, it's a really great cotton yarn.
It is.
I'm
like that
pretty
one.
impressed with that.
All right, so
All right,
I guess
cool.
we should go on to new in store,
We
right?
should totally talk about new in store
Yes.
because one of my whips is kind of something that's new in store.
Yeah.
Which is the Embroidery and Sage. I'm doing the
I'll put a-
Katzs Deli.
I'll put a
She'll take a
picture.
better picture.
So fun.
And so Embroidery kit.
We're branching out
Yay.
into new
Love
crafts.
embroidery.
little bit. So this is the Katz's Deli embroidery kit. I don't know if you can see. I'm like
I'll take pictures.
2/3 now. Probably half done. I'll say half done because I still have satin stitch to do, and that's going to take me a while. I have to say it works up really quickly. It's like black and white line art, and the kit comes with everything. It comes with the plastic embroidery ring for working.
Right.
It comes with the wood embroidery ring for finishing and hanging. It comes with a felt back that says embroidered with love, embroidery and
such
stage,
a good idea.
which is awesome. It comes with the needle, it comes with the yarn, and inside the embroidery thread, inside are the directions. Yay. Which are very straightforward. So this is a great project for a beginner. I've embroidered a ton. It is not
these are
my strong suit in many ways.
Okay, when I take a picture of this, you're going to know why I'm like, Jen, you're really good at this. Like, your stitches are really nice.
They're very nice and even.
Yeah. I'm not happy with the way the back looks yet because I haven't tidied it up. I'm really fussy. I blame my mother. She will take credit for this because
I'll take a picture so you guys can see up close like how it looks. It's really nice.
I learned how to cross stitch. I don't cross stitch anymore because it's too much counting.
Oh, I love cross stitch.
I like embroidery because a lot of times the embroidery designs are either transferred on to the thing or I don't have to sit there and count 5 up, 4 over and like lose my dang mind. But when I did
lines, right? It's very relaxing.
But it's knowing like, okay, counted cross stitch. I never did printed cross stitch. I started on counted.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you got to go 5 up, and then you got to go 4 over, and then you got to go like over 3, and then over 2, and then over 1, and I would lose count, and I'd be like, I'm going blind. My mom did a ton of cross stitch and needlepoint. So needlepoint I like because it's painted on the canvas. And
I have a ton of
you match the colors. And it's really pretty.
Cross stitch. I've never finished a big project. I've got like 4 whips that are pretty sizable.
I have an old balloon cross stitch that's a picture of balloons that I did when I was like 6.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere. I think it actually may be still in my mom's house.
I used to do so much of that. I did a whole teddy bear alphabet for my oldest nephew. Can you imagine? It was like 2 feet wide and probably 3 feet high. It was it probably took
incredible.
me a year. It was a lot of that. That was
when
I wasn't knitting. That was in my knitting break, obviously, because that was
well, that's the thing.
I'd
much rather you can't wear cross stitch.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't wear cross stitch in the same
unless you do it on your denim jacket.
Right.
Which that was another thing.
Then you're super cool in 1985.
Exactly.
But it's coming back. You're probably super cool now.
I didn't ever hear about this before. Now I'm like,
Oh my
that
gosh,
sounds
really?
incredible.
I did. I think this was actually...
Amanda is clearly younger than both me and Kelly.
I think I did it for my brother. I did a denim jacket with Born in the USA, like the Bruce Springsteen album.
Oh my god, that would have been awesome.
It was kind of like partially quilted and partially embroidered.
That's
my gosh.
amazing.
I'm sure it does. It's probably been donated long ago. Though, you know what, my brother, he's got a little bit of a hoarder streak, just
so
like
maybe
us. So maybe he has it. I'll have to find out.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so Amanda, what you need to get is metallic pearl cotton, and then do something in metallic pearl cotton on the back of a denim jacket.
Ooh, that'd be so pretty.
With the beer.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So I was trained.
I'm gonna start with this.
Trained early on to do like a tidy back, because my mom was like, "Your back should look as neat as your front," and I was like, "Okay,
that's my goal."
On counted cross stitch, but
this on counted cross stitch,
but also
and needlepoint, and needlepoint.
A lot of it is just the fabric, so there is a reason for it. It's like if you have too many threads back there, it can be a little bit visible.
You can have some show through, and this is really I just have to tidy it up. It will be fine, I'm going to show you now because I'm relinquishing control. And I'm getting better at it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! I did
this is really good.
Pac-Man needlepoint that needs to be turned into a pillow that I am exceptionally proud of the back, which is, it's still not finished. I blocked it, but I'm like, I haven't finished it yet because I'm like, look at the back. Look at the back.
I don't want to hide it yet. It's so cool.
It should be like, some of the artwork that's in the Metropolitan Museum of Art where Van Gogh painted on the back of another painting, and so they have it in those clear display cases where you can see both sides.
Well, what's
awesome? Put it on a stretcher.
What's awesome is that a couple of years ago, Penguin Classics has a series called Penguin Threads that have beautiful, beautiful covers that were embroidered.
Yeah.
By, I want to say it's Jillian Tamaki, but I could be wrong. And she kind of learned to embroider in order to do this cover art.
Oh wow.
And they didn't tell her what they were doing, but what they did was on the inside front cover, it's a book that has French flaps, so that's a paperback that has flaps that fold in. So if you unfold the flaps, on the inside front cover, printed in color, is the reverse imagery
that's so cool.
of the embroidery.
That's really fun.
And it's embossed, so if you're like
wow.
book nerd, it's awesome. Except for, I remember this distinctly, one of my coworkers, Ashley, and I were both embroiderers, and we were like, oh my god, that's so cool, and we opened it up and we're like, oh, what a great idea, but there's yellow that carries all
oh my goodness,
over.
yeah.
And I read an interview or something with her afterwards. She's like, I didn't know they were going to do that, and she's like, this is the first time I embroidered, and it's beautiful.
Wow.
But like my first thought was like,
was she an illustrator who then they asked to embroider, or wow.
I believe so, and she's a fantastic illustrator. And it may not be Jillian Tamaki. I might be. Whatever.
We'll see if we can find out.
We'll see. Right. If I can link to it, I'll send the link to Amanda. But this embroidery and sage kit is super fun. So this is the embroidery and sage Katz's Deli, which holds a special place in my heart because I love Katz's, and they're open late, and I love their potato pancakes.
Oh, I've had some good late night.
Me too. My brother used to play around the corner, like his band used to play around the corner, so we'd always go to Katz's both before and after. So we have a whole bunch of these in store. They're super awesome.
I just have a few here because we have a bunch, but only like 2 of each.
Right. So if you see it and want it, let us know ASAP and we'll throw it aside. Yeah. So there's the view from the top of the rock, which you might not be able to see with the plastic. Amanda will take pictures.
Yep.
Which one is that?
This is
bird's eye view.
Bird's eye view. I love that one. It's a fun one. I love that one.
Then, so there's several New York ones. I think those are all the New York ones.
I feel like there's a Brooklyn Bridge one.
There's a Brooklyn Bridge.
And plus Katz's.
And the subway.
And the subway one.
Yeah. I think we got all the
very New Yorky.
Yep. This one says, I don't need an inspirational quote, I need coffee.
Right.
That's very
Which
neat.
is accurate.
Mm-hmm. And this one says,
so many people, including me.
Of course, I'm trying not to get a glare. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
Yay, Harry Potter.
And then we also have some non-wordy ones. Well, this one is Not All Who Wander Are Lost. And then this one is just cacti. Yeah.
That's
if
really
you want
pretty.
to practice your
colors.
satin stitch.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really good.
That's really pretty.
I love the colors on these.
Are gorgeous. And all of the New York ones, the Manhattan ones, are black and white for obvious reasons. But I think these are super great kits. They're great if you want to learn how to embroider. They're very straightforward, and she has video tutorials on her site as well. So we'll link to them below. And then we also have a couple more. But not stopping
there. We have variety.
Yeah, we have more. I'm going to move these out of the way.
So we don't have loose DMC floss.
No. Don't have loose floss or tapestry wool.
Right. So, but we do have embroidery kits. Like I said, each one we have like 1 or 2 of. But, and we'll be like cycling through those. Yeah. I don't know. Jen and I were at TNNA and we thought they would be super fun to bring in the store, especially around the holidays.
Right? Because this would be a great gift for, like a babysitter or a friend where it's like, you don't have to make it for them, although you could.
Yep.
But here's everything that you need to make something super cute, super fun, super trendy. So show these because those are really pretty too.
Yeah. So these are
that one's
by Rachy de la Guille or something like that.
They're from France.
Yep. So this is one of a mandala series.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right.
And you can see they're printed on the back, so you don't have to.
And likewise, this has all the stuff you need as well.
Yep.
An alpaca. And this one, I'm assuming, you use the same hoop for both working in and display if you wish. A unicorn.
The unicorn is so cute.
Simone, the unicorn.
Simone. Oh, she is so French.
This one's all about love.
I didn't even see the llama.
Another cactus.
That's
interesting.
Llama.
There's like a cactus embroidery crossover.
I was on a theme. I like the cactus. So.
I like the cactus too.
That's why we got them.
This is a little.
This is cute.
I guess it's a project bag, right? Or just a little pouch. I guess it's small.
I got a couple of these Notions pouches. I think I got an eyeglass case too, and some tie top bags. I got a fall one and a winter one.
Cute.
So we'll see if you like them. I mean, the way that we know that you like them is if they leave the store. So that's what we tend to reorder.
If they leave the store, not with us.
Right. One of these has already left the store because, unlike Jen, I don't have a lot of experience. So we also got some learning.
I just love. It's just so pretty and so
lovely.
So it like you make your own book basically, trying on all the different techniques. It's a sampler book.
Yeah,
it's adorable.
And then so there's a book inside that tells you how to do each stitch. There's illustrations on how to do each stitch, and then you practice them on the pages of the book. Well, there's quite a large fabric piece in here that you practice all the stitches, and then you cut the pages, and it tells you how to sew it into a book.
It's adorable.
And then really you can refer to it as you do the other projects.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can learn how to do the satin stitch and chain stitch and daisy stitch and zigzag.
And this is
Point de Chanette.
The picture is in French, but the actual instructions are in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're not doubly challenging.
No, because otherwise only Amanda would be able to do it because she's the only one who speaks French.
Mm-hmm. Right. And even so, that's not business French.
That's not business French is not the same, or literary French not the same.
Right.
So we have embroidery kits, 2 kinds, so check them out. And then we also touched on this, but we have apple tree knit. So I want to show some of these. We love Liz and apple tree. This
absolutely
is plush fingering XL. This is
all the apple tree we got in was fingering. Like I said, if it walks out the door, that's how we know people like it.
Right. Yep. It was what sold the best for us. I mean, we loved all of it, but that was, what appealed to everybody.
She does.
We still do have some DK and worsted from our prior order if you're interested in some of the heavier weights. Mm-hmm. But we were almost completely out of fingering.
Pretty much,
yeah.
So we got more fingering.
This one is Bohemian Rhapsody Gradient and Plush Fingering XL, which is 100% superwash merino, and it is...
How many yards is that?
1,120 yards.
So imagine what you could make with that.
Fantastic. You can make so much with that.
So I actually got both of... we have 2 of these. And the way that these are wound, which I think is important to see with apple tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. These are exactly the same colorways.
It is so amazing. It really is. And literally, it's...
how different they look.
With one of the Yarnia orange ones, Jen, if you can hold that one up.
Yes.
I literally rewound it. Because I couldn't quite believe it. Because when I got it, I got the one where the lighter color was on the outside. And I said, is it really? I just kind of did it for my own amusement one day. It looks exactly like that when you reverse it.
It's
really,
so cool.
It's an optical illusion, basically.
Yeah.
It's just,
it looks like you get more red
it looks
and you
like
get more blue.
It looks
but
like
you
whatever.
Don't.
Yeah.
But you don't.
They're exactly the same.
It's the same. And that's the nice thing,
it's pretty
too.
magical.
I like to work from the inside of a cake, and other people like to work from the outside of a cake, and you can buy whichever one you want. Or if the one that you want...
The one that's available is the other one.
Right.
That's when you start from.
That's why I wanted to show these too. Because if you see a color you like and you come in and you're like, oh, that color's not there, be sure to check. Because it might be...
If we have the reverse, it actually is the same
it's
color.
Exactly. Literally the same dye bath. The exact same yarn.
Yeah, and we got them at the same time. It's the same batch.
It's the same lot. Yeah. It's identical.
Yeah.
So I was showing that for...
Those are cute. This is the Yarnia Gradient, which is
our special
for us.
Yeah,
because it's Yarnia Orange.
So
and
happy.
That one is... that's
what you knit your new pattern in, right?
Yeah. The Free Penny Opera, which... A couple of people are test knitting. I need to get comments, actually. I've gotten verbal comments. I need written comments.
And that needs one skein of
one skein of that. Right. Yeah, I wrote it for that.
So we actually I got extra of this one. So
nice.
We have enough for folks to do that Free Penny Opera.
So
I'll put a picture of that here.
Is plush fingering.
These are all plush. Several of these are plush. So
these are plush, and these
are...
You
get the plush and the luxe, right? Some of the luxe.
And 560 yards for this smaller size. It's not smaller. 560 yards.
This is the standard
nice chunk.
Really
I love that metaphysical gradient. That one.
Yep.
Gorgeous. So those are the 100% wool. So we have the luxe fingering, which we talked about a little bit prior.
And this one too.
Those are luxe, aren't they?
No,
those are plush.
These are plush.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly. Reading, not my strong suit.
This is also an XL, one of those thousands, right?
Love
it. This is a jumbo. That's the size that this was knit in. It's a jumbo.
So it's
and that's
840
yards is that one.
Nice.
This one is called Gothic
shawl.
Fuchsia.
Love it.
And this one is called Morning Glory.
Aww.
Yeah. So these are all the plush fingering, which is just like delightful 100% superwash merino.
And then we have the luxe fingering. This one is a jumbo. This is 51% mulberry silk, 49% merino wool, and 750 yards. And I wish you guys could feel this, but you could come into the store and feel Amanda's shawl.
Yeah, I'm going to leave this in the store. It literally is one of my favorite yarns I've ever knit with.
Beautiful. It's got like a little bit of a halo and a little bit of a glow, little sheen to it.
It's really pretty.
It just moves so nicely in your fingers when you're working.
Dancing Days. There's this one, and
that's
this one is Dawn to Dusk, which is
Yep.
Amanda's shawl.
Lavender.
And then Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Liz is a Jersey girl.
Right.
Yay. Just
and if you're going to the Jersey Shore for this last week of August, that's a good one to pick up. It's easy to do one project and a skein of these. That's,
Plus,
built for it.
We got, these are copper sock gradient kits. So you could make a pair of sock out of these babies.
I love that they're already
working.
Balls. It's so perfect.
I love it because you can do 2 at a time. You can do 1 at a time, but you could do 2 at a time. And this copper sock is
copper infused nylon, 12% with 88% merino wool,
and it's got a little bit of a stretch to it. It's Beth, one of the staff at the store, her favorite socks made out of this.
Yeah.
And I'm working
got
on
another one yesterday too.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Good job.
We were texting while she was working on Sunday. She's like, "Is it in inventory yet?" I'm like,
"Can I get it?
Give me 5 minutes. It'll be in inventory.
Can I pick it up?"
That's
got a
so fun.
little stretch to it. I'm working on a pair of socks that's like kind of my long-term small project, which hopefully I'll finish up soon, and that'll show up in finished objects out of the copper sock. And it's lovely to knit. It's lovely to wear. It makes such a nice. If you're not a fan of hand knit socks, try copper sock.
A great idea to do a sock arm sweater with this shocker colorway. Would that not be insane?
That would be insane.
That would be
so awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So we love these.
How do I need to have these ideas? I do not need to have those ideas. That would be so awesome.
This is why you need like a cue bucket.
No.
So you can be like, here's the rainbow.
But one thing on this, like Liz, when she was here for the trunk show, she was this was a new base for her.
At that time.
She said she has more than just the baby. She has other kids too. And she said she was looking for superwash wool that you could actually wash and that looked pristine after you wash it and dry it on high.
And that's that?
That's this. Yeah.
Nice.
This
so it is perfect for socks or baby.
Yeah.
Or cute little things.
It does have a nice stretch. It really does.
It's got like a really nice little give to it, more so than regular wool, and it feels really soft. There's no prickle to it whatsoever.
No.
I really love that base, Beth and I. You may have seen we had a knock at the door in the middle of the podcast, and we got a special delivery.
We did not plan for this.
We did not plan for this. No. I don't think we could have planned for this, but it was the box of Mad Tosh.
It was.
So we now have a ton of Mad Tosh. This is sock. So we have sock and DK. Oh my gosh, look at this color. Jupiter's Moon Io? I don't know. I'm like, I did not pay attention to astronomy. I'm sorry.
And I have more DK because the
copper
sock
pink
was at the back of the bottom of the box.
Gosh, look at this copper pink. That is stunning.
So pretty. Yeah, we can't go wrong with
colors. Amanda's got piles of yarn in front of her. Black velvet, which I love. Black velvet and arch.
So
I love
gorgeous.
Arch.
We had this in DK.
We did have this in DK, didn't we?
I love that color.
And now we have it in sock. Plus, oh my god, I love this. I'm sorry, I didn't. Undergrowth, which is totally my color.
Yeah. This is.
And Cousteau, something with these two together. So, somebody please do something with these two together.
That would be really pretty in color work. It would be subtle.
I don't need more ideas for color work.
Hey, I just have sock arm sleeve.
Actually, I do need more ideas for color work. I think we already talked about that.
Oh my gosh. Brienne of Tarth battles a bear.
I think I need that.
This is awesome.
Maybe that will be the bottom of my Soldotna.
This is Jupiter's Moon Callisto.
Yeah,
we got a
that 11 light. We had that in sock, right?
Yeah,
I think we did.
I love that because it's not like a pure white with the speckle.
Exactly.
It's like a little bit
It's a little
grayish.
This would be
creamier,
excellent contrast in a Soldotna.
It would. I know. That's what I was thinking. It's like I already wound that up.
You guys, we have garlic onion. I love this.
Is that a sock? That's a sock.
This is a sock. So I'm going to put it in the sock pile. This is just a little bit of what we have. We don't.
Do you know how to pronounce that, Miss English?
Rocinante. No, I don't think it's. I'm not good at foreign languages. I have an awful accent, and my French teacher is like, "Oh, good luck."
Oh, that's not a one that you're familiar with. Okay.
I'm not either. Yeah.
Rocinante. I want to say it's
pretty.
Spanish. I almost failed Spanish.
Almost nailed?
Failed.
Failed.
I took it to knock out my language requirement.
Revisionist history. You almost nailed it.
I almost nailed it. Had I gone to class, I would have had a much better time. Do as I say, not as I do, kids.
This is No Farewell, which we've had in stock before. We love it. And
No
it's back.
Farewell.
Yeah.
As well as Venti Dragon Mocha,
Yeah.
which we've had in stock. And
It's back.
it was gone until now.
Yay.
We've got a couple of great reds.
Ooh.
This is Blood Runs Cold, right? This is more of
That's a
a
real true red.
lipstick red. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's
That's
great.
beautiful.
And then this is Madonna, which is more of a bluey red.
I love that.
So this would be mine,
Sort of
and that would
crimson.
be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kathleen's color. On our reds. This is Scout, which we also
One of
have.
our all-time
Yep.
faves. I mean,
I love that pink.
We sell through that
This
all
is a
the
great
time.
So
pink.
gorgeous. That would also be great in colorware.
Yeah.
Be a nice little like
This whole thing.
this whole thing. I love
This is Smokestack Optic, which is like a gray with a nice black speckle in it,
That's
so it gives
really
it some
cool.
depth. That
And
would
it's
be
got
cool.
a little bit of blue in there too.
I think, yeah. There's a lot
Right?
of stuff
Like maybe.
going on.
Because it's Mad Tosh. There's
And
always
this
stuff
is
going on.
Laurel.
Love Laurel. That's such a pretty cream. Laurel?
Yeti.
Isn't it? Laurel. Oh, we're a couple of months behind the times, kids.
What is the name of this show?
What is the name of it? Is it gold? Is it blue? Neither. It's green.
It's green.
How many memes can we hit? So there's a ton of stuff. There's more. There's a giant box behind us, so you can't necessarily see.
Like I said, I couldn't get to the bottom to get all
Yeah.
the sock, but there's more.
But by the time you see this, it'll be out, and
Shelved,
hopefully it won't all be sold
ready to go.
out.
Yeah.
So, hop to.
Well, definitely if you're looking to make a Soldotna,
Yeah.
these would be awesome choices,
love
and these would blend really well with
What was the one you
The
had?
felted tweed,
The
the,
felted
scout,
tweed,
yeah.
the knitted wet. It works really well. Mad Tosh and knitted wet work really well together. What was the fade? I know that's sock, but
oh, yeah,
you had a really pretty one.
it was this one.
that one.
To this.
Yeah.
To that.
Yeah, so pretty.
Right?
That'd be
Very nice.
gorgeous. So
Very
gorgeous.
nice.
Anyway,
All right.
that's a ton. That's a ton of stuff.
Yep.
So don't forget to like us and follow us on the channel and hit the little alarm bell for notifications and follow us on Ravelry. Post about your Soldotna Crop for our Rhinebeck knit along, and you too can win prizes that will be determined once we figure out what they are.
Yep. I think some
Soon.
special Rhinebeck things.
Yeah, I think it needs
that-
to be
that
Rhinebeck
makes sense.
specific.
Definitely.
And
And also, we hope as many people as possible will come and see us on the Saturday at Rhinebeck
Yeah,
with their
that'd be
Soldotna.
awesome.
But if you're not in the area, if you can't come,
Definitely
post in the thread. We're going to have a finished objects
Yes.
thread, and that is what we're going to draw our prizes
That's
from.
what we're going to
That's
draw
what we'll
the
draw our
prizes
prizes from. And I might not make it on Saturday. I'll probably be here. And all of y'all plus me, we could be at the end of our podcast. And
That's right. That's
flip
right.
through pictures of all of our finished Soldotna. So whether you're
Yeah,
at our
sounds good.
meetup or not, we're going to celebrate everybody's Soldotna.
If you can make it, even if you can't. And I almost forgot, this is a special little tiny sneak preview tease. Our anniversary sale is coming up in
yes,
September.
that's right.
So we'll have some hardcore yarns. So keep an eye on it. You'll find out more information. You will absolutely find out more information if you like and subscribe, and then if you sign up for our newsletter.
Sign up for the
because
newsletter.
that is where most of our information comes out, and we also post to Facebook and Instagram. But if you don't follow us, you might miss the sale, and that would be a bummer for everybody.
The newsletter every week is so informative. It definitely is the best way to get info. So,
Yeah.
so
I
the
put
way to
stuff
do
in
that-
inventory on Sunday night. Jen puts the newsletter out on Monday morning. So
Yep.
whatever's fresh in inventory is what's in the newsletter.
That's when I'm texting her going, where's the pic? Where's the picture? Where's
Yeah.
the picture? Can't go in the
and
newsletter
I'm
without
like,
a picture.
now we have no light because it's 10 o'clock at night.
But anyway, don't forget.
And also, but the way to sign up for the newsletter is to go to our website.
Go to our website.
Go to contact us, right?
Yes, contact
and at the bottom
us.
of that page, you
I
can
think
sign
you
up.
can
You can
input
scroll
your-
down to the bottom of the homepage.
The
I think,
homepage
yeah,
also.
I think
Okay.
so too.
Yeah.
And if you follow us on Facebook as well, that'll really help. But then we're at the mercy of algorithms. So
Yeah, exactly.
Newsletter is the best way to do it.
Yep. And you can count on it every Monday morning.
Yep. Yes, indeed. So thanks, guys,
All right,
and hope you guys your summer was awesome and you're ready for fall as
Ready
we
for
are.
fall.
Yep.
I'm ready.
I'm so ready.
Bye.
Always.
Bye.